Virgo, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Okay, this is interesting. Goes a little up and down. So, transformation in the inverse. It kind of feels to me, Virgo, like you are resisting change, okay? The change is too difficult. It's going to expend a lot of energy. It requires a lot of planning, and you'd much rather just not deal with it, you know? You recognize the need for this change. You want some spice, I guess to say. You would like something different. But the process of actually obtaining something different, I did a reading for Taurus where I said, so it was a similar energy, but theirs was different. Theirs was like they were staying in a sense of uncomfortability and just kind of being like, oh, well, and I told them, I said, you're just like turning on Netflix and pouring yourself a glass of wine and pretending like it's okay. This is kind of similar to that. It's almost like, well, it doesn't hurt enough yet, so I'm not going to change. Maybe one day it'll hurt more, or if this bothers me more, but right now it's not bad, but it's not good. And I don't want to expend the energy to make it good. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're kind of letting other people know in very, very subtle ways this isn't good. But you're not outright doing or saying anything about it yet because it's just kind of easier. So whereas Taurus couldn't see an escape plan out of a stagnant energy, you, on the other hand, are just too lazy to go through with the escape plan. Interesting. Okay, so moving forward, you think about it. You dream about it. There's something within you that says, it's like, so here's the actual world, and here's the globe within. And if you look at him, he has his hand on a wand as if he's going to step into the actual world, but he's very much focused on this little globe. So something within him is beckoning for change, and he wants to take this change from within and move it forward into the world, but it's gonna take time, energy, and resources in order to bring this plan into fruition. And Virgo, you would much rather just think about it and be stuck in your head. Don't mind that weird creaking noise in the back. That's just my heavy bag swaying back and forth. Anyway, it almost sounded like crickets for a minute in my mind's eye. But here you are, just stuck in your own head, staying in a prison of your own making. It's not bad, but it's not good. And here you are thinking, if only I could suddenly make this change, it could be good. But yet you stay in this cage. I didn't even realize this when I brought up the Taurus read because the energy was so similar, but this was one of the cards in the Taurus read. And I equated it to rotten fruit. Either your plants aren't fruiting, or by the time you get to the fruit, it's past its prime. So again, you aren't getting the good out of this situation anymore. Hmm. Sure. You guys might want to look at the Taurus reading, especially if you have Taurus prominent in your chart. It could be speaking to a Virgo with Taurus prominent in their chart or vice versa. You feel like you want to shuffle around your burdens, you know? Because it's not good and because the fruit is rotten, if it all fell apart tomorrow, you wouldn't be too sad. And all you would do was shuffle around your responsibilities and make things work. It's almost like it's almost like how do I describe this? So on my channel, I don't hyper focus on love or career or finance. I hyper focus on self-care. And what I see here, Virgo, is a very unhealthy thing. So I'm going to use an example of a romantic relationship to explain what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to try to equate it to something else in case it's not a romantic relationship. Okay? But it feels to me like your relationship is stagnant. It's not bad, but it's not good. And you're constantly dreaming of change, almost as if it would just poof, go away. But you stay stuck in this energy even though you're not getting what you want out of it because, well, it's just easier than having to go out and find a new relationship. But if that relationship ended tomorrow, you would just switch up your daily routine and you probably wouldn't even mourn the loss. So when this Knight of Swords comes in with these two cards, it kind of feels like rather than be the person who initiates the end of a relationship, you're just slowly making it more and more uncomfortable for the other person in the hopes that they'll just get fed up and leave you one day. Now, perhaps this isn't a relationship. Perhaps this is a job. Maybe you're contributing to the uncomfortable environment in hopes that somebody else will come in and fix it and make a drastic change. Do you see what I mean? You yourself aren't taking the actions to make things better for both parties. You're only slowly applying pressure to kind of nudge somebody else into taking the action. It's kind of manipulative, Virgo. It's like a passive form of manipulation. It's applying pressure on the other party in the hopes that they'll make the changes you wish to make. That's funny. I have the Dance of Change at the bottom of my deck here. Two of Pentacles, reworking your resources. Let's see what else we got. The King of Wands in the inverse. The King of Wands is usually a very benevolent leader. So you're taking leadership from an unethical side. And you're comfortable with that because you've done it before. Virgo, I would reevaluate your ethics in this situation. And I would reevaluate your frame of mind because this doesn't feel healthy. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. And I hope you find a healthier way to deal with this particular situation. Because I'm going to be honest, I mean, I don't like it. Kind of stinks to me. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.